This year our focus here at the CSA is around professional development, reputation and engagement. It's great to have our conference here in Newcastle this year, the first time we've done this in our hometown in our 100-year history, and great to bring together the head office team, delegates, apprentices and industry stakeholders together in one place.
Instead of seeing search results like this, what if it looked like this? I need a loan ASAP. In bold, this can be solved if you make a calm and considered decisions. Try this. These are the organisations that can help. Visual icons, because the visual icons are more likely to be recognised.
Getting in touch sooner is the most important part of the debt resolution process. Companies like MasterCard are making themselves super accessible, building relationships through free concerts, 24-hour access to their website, and the debt industry hasn't caught up with that, which means consumers have much more of a relationship with someone like MasterCard or Barclays than they do with the debt industry. And we need to make sure that we're making the debt industry more recognisable, more friendly, so that becomes the place where people go online as a first port of call.
It's really important that we almost brand and give the customer some reassurance that the organisations that they're going to are bona fide, but also will give them quality advice and treat them with respect as individuals. It's really important to us that the market has got an identity, so that individuals coming into the market don't go to organisations that potentially are fraudulent and put them in a worse position than they are when they enter for debt advice.
Back in 2013, a lot of people were turning to anonymous online forums because they weren't necessarily getting the reassurance, support and help online that they needed from the CSA and its member companies. Fast forward to 2019 and the industry's really upped its game in terms of how it's engaging with consumers online. But where there is still a gap is what we call influencer marketing, so endorsement from key stakeholders like government, the debt advice sector, to reassure people that they can trust an industry which is now really ahead of the curve in terms of how it engages with consumers. The CSA is Here to Help campaign will really help with this, but what it needs is the backing from key stakeholders, and I hope that it is shared and backed as widely as possible from the rest of the industry.
I've been where you are, opening a letter asking for money. No two ways about it, it's a worry.
The Here to Help campaign is a communications project run by the CSA, and it's aimed at people in financial difficulty. The aim of the campaign is to help build confidence in the sector and help those who are in financial difficulty engage with our members.
You can get this fixed, you can get it sorted, but it requires you to do one thing, and that thing is to get in contact. Just like I did, and these people that I'm about to speak to have.
All letters and stuff that were coming through went straight into a drawer.
I didn't used to open anything, everything went in the bin.
Here to Help, it's really talking about right party connect. It's talking about getting people to the right advice at the right time. If we don't all work together to get people out of debt rather than get debt out of people, we're not going to improve as an industry.
Everybody's on the same side here. We all want what's best for the consumer, and we want them to be able to get out of debt at a rate they can afford and to be able to move on with their lives. There's a lot of stigma about debt and people are very frightened about what's going to happen to them, and it often takes them a lot of time to pluck up the courage to get in touch. But actually, nobody's there to victimise them, nobody wants to give them a hard time, we just genuinely want to work out what's best for them going forward.